original owners of Amapiano. The original owners of this dance.
Yeah.
Collected it. Oh my goodness. Yes, all the way from South Africa.
But I think nobody does it better than South Africa.
Nobody does it better than South Africans. Nigerians, give them their sound back.
Yes.
Wow. No, I don't have a problem. Look, enjoy, explore. Please, don't drag me. Thanks. All right, guys, all the way from South Africa down to Nigeria. Film, television, and music will take center stage today because another Tuesday is here.
Yes, indeed. We'll be focusing on different forms of entertainment today. After all, they don't call us entertainment splash for nothing.
Yes, tell them.
Bragging rights. So we welcome you. We have a lot in store for you today, and it will be a crime to miss any of it.
Yes.
I agree for sure. Guys, welcome aboard. My name is Foladele.
Thank you for joining us.
That's
you didn't
all.
put up
No,
welcome.
Welcome.
My name is Honeypot. Welcome.
Okay.
That's it today.
Welcome.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Since everybody's keeping it short. All right, guys, it's your girl, Arike with the dimples.
Welcome.
But no one is always short before.
And no, I decided to. No, usually I used to say thank you for joining us this afternoon. So I removed that part. I want to say welcome.
Please, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Thank you. We will not remove it, okay? All right, let's tell you what we have planned for you today. Yes, we'll start off with the entertainment news. And, of course, celebrity birthday shout-outs. Then we'll take a look at Rewind for today. And, of course, there's Where Are They Now in the Plan. Looking forward to that one for sure. And, of course, Truthville will be brought to us by Moi.
Later, we'll chew it off and take the news recap. Then on Daily Top 5, we'll be taking a look at 5 celebrities who secretly got married.
We like it. All right, then we'll tell you all about the movies and TV shows we've recently watched or are currently watching. And we'll finish things off with movies at the movies.
Yeah, so let's begin, guys. Are you ready for some good music?
Yeah.
Are you ready for some maximum entertainment?
Yes.
Okay, the energy is ready, so you better be ready. We'll see you soon, guys.
See you soon.
Hey.
You want to start with that?
Hey. We don't dance on Tuesdays now.
Oh, we don't dance on Tuesdays?
We don't dance, no.
We can dance on Tuesdays, but some alternate moves.
Alternate moves, that'd be okay.
Because when it's Tuesday, you know that there is a tweak to the music.
Yeah.
People like
and it's only right there with cash. I mean, I love the sound of cash.
Yeah.
Like cash, money, ego, owo. I mean, call it anything. Like, please, I'm in, I'm game.
But you don't see a lot.
Squander.
No, I want more.
You want more, Abi?
I want more.
It's cash season. Spend your salary wisely.
I want more. All right, guys, let's get right into the entertainment news. We've got some, follow-up stories for you here. DJ Copy to sue Davido's aide Israel DMW for defamation. Nigerian DJ and artist DJ Copy has addressed the death allegations made against her by Israel DMW in the wake of our ongoing issue with rapper Zlatan. She took to social media to state that no contractual agreement regarding the song Gelato was breached. She wrote, and I quote, "For the record, there have been no breaches of my contractual agreements regarding the song Gelato or #Gelato, as confirmed by lawyers. However, as at Israel DMW publicly inaccurately declared I owe an artist money, I am suing him for libel and defamation. See you in court, Israel." End of quote. She didn't put the laughter, but then she further added that she is not allowed to comment further as it is now a legal case. All of this is happening after Israel DMW, who also happens to be friends with Zlatan, took to his Instagram story to praise Zlatan for taking the bold step of flushing out a fake friend like Copy. Israel further alleged that Zlatan did a hit collabo with her, Ordinary 1 Kobo. See, she also took Zlatan to Abuja for a fundraising where she made billions of naira and didn't even remember Z for 1 Kobo. Till tomorrow, no accommodation, no feedings. Zlatan had to even spend his own money at Transcorp Hilton to cater for everyone, including me. This now 2021, I beg. Just so you know, Zlatan has not still reacted to the matter on his social media handle. The only time he did was in a recent interview where he asked who Copy was.
Honestly. This thing, low-key, I actually like it. If it turns out that, Copy paid... No, Copy actually paid Zlatan for Gelato, and as Israel. No, the guy from yesterday, Joel Akan. If he was right about Copy taking care of the accommodation and everything. So now it could just be a case of putting your mouth
in waiting to concern you.
Because now, as it is, especially because Zlatan and Copy share the same lawyer. So it was I mean, that was the first thing that made me feel like I don't think anything will be unfair here, because I'm sure that the lawyer is going to be looking out for Copy's interest and also, you know, Zlatan's interest. So I don't think there would have been any clash. However, you now decide to be the one to tell the world, because at that time, Copy had said, Zlatan blocks me. Zlatan said he didn't know Copy. So it was a thing where people were like, wait till happen, what happened? But you want to be the Agbejoro of the universe. You
honestly took the words out of my mouth. The first thing I was going to say was, the owner of the matter, they asked him, do you know Copy? He said no. When Copy put out this statement now saying she's suing Israel, she wrote, you claimed that I was owing an artist. She didn't even dignify Zlatan by putting his name there. So, but you carried it and decided to tell us what happened according to you. It's just a mess, because I wonder if maybe Zlatan even put him up to saying, okay, I know if you talk, but guy, talk for me. I don't know, you know, we never really know what happened with these things. Again, obviously she said she's not going to say more about this, so I'm just looking forward to how it goes in court. We'll see how it goes. It's just a mess. Initially, I thought they were just playing around, and it was a publicity stunt that Zlatan and Copy, they're just trying to trend. It was fun at the beginning. I said, Zlatan blocked me, let me ask him. I was like, who is Copy? What? But now it's getting serious.
I think it was a joke when Copy was saying it, but when Zlatan started saying, who is Copy? I didn't think it was a joke. And yes, I know that Israel was trying to take sides with my friend, but the thing is that thing has landed you in big trouble, because you don't just, I mean, I think this is just going to serve as a deterrent to other people, that you just don't put your mouth in other people's matter and all that. But then again, I think I just like the payoff of that statement by Copy. Says, see you at the court, Israel.
I read it in my voice.
Yeah. Me in Cardi B's voice.
With your tongue out, I love it.
I'm sorry, but then, and then in my mind, I'm imagining Israel doing, and then don't forget that Davido now put under, like,
he put Tule under the comment.
Yes! He said Tule under Copy's statement. Tule.
How did I forget that? I actually, do you know, I saw Copy's post. It was on Instagram. I had seen it. She brought it from Twitter to Instagram, and I just saw Davido under Tule,
and I'm like, this is quite interesting, because Davido on a normal day would have been going back and forth. So I just like the Tule. So the Tule now, I don't even understand, because I don't know whether it is.
The Tule could be. But guys, not the Alemoa. It could be that. The Tule could also be. The Tule could also be.
Drama.
Drama. So that Tule, I love it, because, you know, it is like multifaceted. I love it.
Davido is a mess.
He's a mess,
like,
honestly.
I don't even know where he stands on social media sometimes. He just comments on everything. I think it's fun. I like it. But where your guy is involved, I'm just wondering, again, that multifaceted Tule. Wondering what that
and then, you know, there's also a twist to it that could be that Copy actually took care of all these things. But you know how some artists will just make it feel like, imagine, are they, you know, you probably ranting to Israel like that, and that's what Israel is working with, and that was why he felt like he had the hot gist that the world wanted.
Let me quickly add this. I know I don't know what it means to people, maybe because they were hearing billions when they were doing the fundraising, but when they say something is charity, how do you expect? I mean,
allegedly, because Joey was saying someone told him that story before they come and
allegedly, of course, allegedly, because if you say fundraising and it is charity, I'm just saying, on a normal day, as you're my friend, and then I've said, Faladele, I'm having this thing, please support me, and then because I've had big money, I'm just saying, then like in your closet, then you're now thinking, why didn't I Bila? Why didn't I
Bila? Moving on. Bila, I'm not around.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how that whole situation unfolds.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking forward to it, actually. All right, moving on to the foreign scene. Silento charged with murdering his cousin. Now, American rapper Ricky Hawk, a.k.a. Silento, popularly known for his hit song, Watch Me Whip.
Watch me, Nene.
Yeah, has been arrested and charged with murder in the shooting death of his cousin. Now, announcing his arrest, the DeKalb County Police Department took to Twitter to write, today, Ricky Hawk, 23, was arrested for the murder of his cousin, Frederick Brooks, 34. On January 21st, the DeKalb County Police Department investigated Brooks' death after he was found shot on Deep Trails Circle. Now, Hawk is in the DeKalb County Jail charged with murder, #WeAreDKPD. Now, a representative for the DeKalb County Police Department said that they investigated a shooting on January the 21st at approximately 3:30 a.m. After Rook was found in the roadway, suffering multiple gunshot wounds, Rook was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, this is not the first time Salento had run-ins with the law. Back in September 2020, he was accused of domestic violence incident in California, where he threatened people with a hatchet as he was searching for his girlfriend. Then in late October, still 2020, Salento was arrested and booked into the DeKalb County Jail on charges of overspeeding.
Bro. You know,
like he just keeps getting into trouble. And this is just January. So it's like in the last 6 months, you've gotten into trouble like 3 times. And this one is even major because this is murder.
6 months. Like it's less
I'm saying, let's just say within, September, October, November, December, January. That's like 5 months. And I'm just saying within 6 months, you've gotten into trouble like 3 times.
So I don't know whether this thing called trouble actually comes with or it mixes with anything, hip hop, anything. American, anything. Because it's almost like, can't you do music and don't get into trouble? Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, is it the gangster kind of, can't you be a gangster without, a holy gangster or a saint gangster?
A holy gangster, that's my next yarn. Ooh, I like it. I'm going to put it on a shirt. Thanks,
I'm just saying.
But honestly, I do agree with you. Again, you've both taken the words out of my mouth. I just wonder, like, is it by force to get in trouble? And then this young, youthful exuberance thing, oh, I'm 23. I don't know, does he sit to think about, okay, should I be getting this much trouble? Does it make me cooler that I'm in trouble? Because, I mean, again, we say holy gangster, but I think about a lot of the gangsters back there, like Nas, Dr. Dre, all these guys, they've had trouble or some sort of legal drama at some point or another. So maybe it's a lifestyle, but it's just you're 23. By the time you're 40, how many would you have gotten into? From domestic violence charges to, overspeeding.
And now murder. Like this murder
is even way out of it. That's the height. What?
Your cousin.
Yeah.
Your cousin. What kind of play were we playing that?
Whether your cousin or a human being is a human being.
For sure, I agree. What? But then it's now family.
What were you thinking? What were you doing? What was that?
We'll just keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, that is it. So on entertainment news. Now we move to celebrity birthday shout-outs.
Wow, you guys know exactly what it comes.
This gives me joy. I mean, we're not going to change this for anything. Yay!
Okay, we won't.
So even if I am reading this out and this is not my birthday, I'm like celebrating with you, like, yay! Tuleja! Okay.
Wow.
So, in alphabetical order, happy posthumous birthday to Buki Ajayi.
Yeah.
All right, the veteran Nigerian actress would have been 87 today.
Oh, continue to rest in power, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't know anyone who didn't love her. Honestly, when you talk about her, she was just, she carried the motherly thing on screen with so much grace. She was just very sweet. I couldn't imagine her in real life having like a bad bone in her body.
And I remember that. I think it was the same year she passed. She got like a recognition at the
end. Yes, I was there.
People stood up and as I'm talking about it, I'm having goosebumps.
Yes, I was actually there. I witnessed it. I experienced it. I was in that hall that day.
Such an amazing woman. We miss you, and may you continue to rest in peace.
And it was one thing that came to mind that day for me. When they carried her to the stage, and I was sitting down there, and she said to people that she apologized. She said, "If I've offended you." At that point, I knew it was, I don't know, you know how you don't want to say, is she dying any moment? But because of the condition and everything, and she was like, if I've offended you and all that, the speech alone, and everybody gave her standing ovation. And I just felt I thought to myself, I said, if at this point anything happens, she has closed it well. Like, she's finished.
Very well said.
Like, it's done.
Happy posthumous birthday.
Moving on, happy birthday to Damola Olatunji.
Yeah.
The popular Nollywood actor and movie producer known for his role in Yoruba movies is a year older today.
Yeah, happy birthday, Damola Olatunji. And his
Aruba's
yeah, Aruba, yes, she's also in the industry as well. Quite interesting when, actors are, when married people are in the same industry.
And doing the same thing.
Shout out to them as well, by the way. They did we did a love.
The Valentine last year, right?
And they were one of the couples that we spoke to.
And I hope that people are actually really taking note, because we've been talking about Nigerians. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, now let's get to the next. And Gerard Piqué is 34 today. Yeah. He is a Spanish professional footballer who plays as a centre-back for Barcelona.
Yes, he does.
I love their relationship, Shakira and Gerard. And the fact that, well, they're not actually married, but they share 2 sons.
They do, and they've been together since, I think,
2011.
10 or 11.
Because they met on the set of Waka Waka.
There you go. Oh, yes, I mean,
yeah.
See what I think I always say.
It doesn't mean she's not married. I really care. Don't be like, OJ, I need again. Some people, it works for them. Some people have been married longer, and it's working. Don't do that.
Maybe they low-key got married already, safe. You know,
right.
We just like how we don't know, because there's no unnecessary pressure.
But I saw that he tweeted this morning, and he just put 34. Really interesting. Really yes. Cool. Okay, let's move on, guys. Kayode Kasum is celebrating today too.
Yay.
The Nigerian film director and producer known for films such as Sugar Rush, Qualms, Money, Elevator Baby, and Kambili is a year older today.
Kayode Kasum.
Another example of a coded
guy, right?
Yeah, he got married to my friend like 2 weeks ago or so. Yes, and I just saw it, and I'm like, Ma, you are married?
No, but you posted it though.
Yeah, no. So I didn't, she posted on her Insta story. And I'm like, wait, this person do look familiar. So I'm like, Ma, you got married? She was like, yeah, I got married too.
You didn't know they were dating?
No!
And she's supposed to be your friend?
No, so she's my childhood friend. We went to school together. So when we see, we catch up and all that hair. So I'm like, So she's like, oh, I got married too. Yeah, he's Ghanaian and Kinika. And then I'm like, okay. And then I'm on Kayode Kasum's page, and I see, I'm like, now you did this picture. Hey. So cool. Happy birthday, Kayode Kasum. Really cool things he's doing. One of the popping directors right now. He's been popping back to back since last year, like since 2019.
You can say that again.
And I remember that when I met him in 2019, he was just interning on a set. So I'm like,
are you serious?
Yes. So I'm like, wow, this growth is amazing. Yes. And, you know, I can just wish him nothing but the absolute best. He's such a humble, sweet guy. I stress him. Director! That's what I was shouting. Director! Happy birthday, director!
Happy birthday. And it is so interesting, very interesting that today is Shakira's birthday and she's 44 today.
Ooh, 10 years older.
She's a Colombian singer-songwriter. She has been referred to as the queen of Latin music and is noted for her versatility in music.
I was waiting for you to talk about this. I was waiting for you to get here. That's why I didn't say much on Gerard. I didn't want to preempt you.
So they're birthday mates.
The birthday mates, they're 10 years apart, been together for, what, 11 years or 10 years?
10 years.
And it was really, they're very interesting. And Shakira is very versatile. You make a very fair point. It's always nice when you see people from a different region or country come and do great things in America. And she's really had that platform. And she's been able to shine.
So it's 11 years this year because it's 2021.
There we go. And she's been able to shine in America, and she celebrated, you know, as a Latina doing big things, and she is very versatile. She'll do a song with Wyclef, but she'll also do like
and
do her
dancing moves.
The West.
Beyonce tried, but you know what? Go work. Like we knew that it was so. I mean, we're just saying, like, I'm sorry.
You guys went there.
I'm not around.
Should we move on? Should we move on?
Okay. I didn't say she did a song with Beyonce.
Okay. And then people who have been worried, like, okay, if I get married to someone who's like way older, I mean. Different strokes for different folks.
I remember that time Shakira, all of them were saying, well, let's go and remove their ribs. Shakira, she removed her ribs. That's why she can do that thing.
What is she?
Where are you people now? Where are they now?
Okay, guys. The last but not the least. Bobby Franklin is 35 today. He's an Argentine artist, manager, entrepreneur, and founder of record label Made Men Music Group.
And a controversial fella.
Wow, yes! You can say that.
Franklin is a controversial one. He's,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
quite that. But yeah, happy birthday to him. Doing really big things. He is definitely an entrepreneur. He's, I mean, he's,
yeah, that's true.
And he does like this Insta Live thing every now and then. And he talks to
people.
And he's been posting a lot about God too. So I'm like,
really?
Yes, he has.
Like, I think you guys are in the same place at the moment.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about
God is raising an army though. So.
Wow! Hallelujah!
And he is using, yes, God is raising, and he is using the dejected and the rejected of the society. Who you have rejected, he will use, right?
I don't know about that part, but I know he's using everybody.
Wow! But wait. To people who are celebrating today, do you want to jump them? Jump and pass. God forbid it. Sorry. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating today. Oh, we love you. It is multicolored today.
It's orange.
Honestly,
the color is orange. Kiss them.
It's not orange.
It's multicolored, actually.
Exactly.
And you have black and white. We love you.
Orange is also there. Don't mind them.
Orange is there.
All right, guys. We'll be back after today's history lesson on Rewind. Check this out.
Watch this.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1952, B.B. King's 3 O'Clock Blues hits #1 on the U.S. Billboard R&B hit Parade to become his first national hit. And in 1974, Barbra Streisand's first #1 hit, The Way We Are. Finally, in 2003, Jennifer Lopez starts a 3-week run at #1 on the U.S. singles chart with All I Have. And that's it on Rewind.
Watch this.
Some African vibe, the video and everything. And I keep saying it's like, if you don't watch the video, you'd say, that's Beyonce.
Is it Beyonce?
Yeah. Do they use the same recipe?
Beyonce.
I mean,
I'm just shout outs to Kelly Rowland. She just had her second child, a son with her husband. That's her second baby, and I just love that these guys are living life on their own terms.
I love it.
She's like 41 or 2 now, and she just had a baby. And in Nigeria, they'll be saying, your clock is ticking.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I want to say.
Okay, are you trying to talk to African mothers?
No.
No mothers alone.
Okay,
people generally, I think people, we talk about this all the time, and I think that people just get carried away, and they're saying that to you, and I'm like, no pressure, especially with the fact that there is no time they don't talk. When you have a child, in fact, when you get married and you don't have a child, yes, they're saying, what are you waiting for? You have one child. Yoruba people, they are so, I'm Yoruba, but then, this thing I'm about to say, so that you don't say, why are you, they can be so cruel and brutal in a way that they are now saying that, a woman with one child is not different from a barren woman. And I'm like,
I'm happy for them and their barren proverbs. Please, let's move on.
All right, guys, it is time for Where Are They Now? Which actor are we talking about today? Take a look to find out right after this commercial break.
It's Where Are They Now? Mike Ezuroye. Mike Ezuroye is a Nigerian actor who has featured in several Nollywood movies like Occultic Kingdom, Desire, Ropes of Fate, Keep Me Alive, Unforgivable, amongst many others. He was nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role for his performance in the movie The Assassin at the African Movie Academy Awards in 2009, and also got a nomination for Best Actor at the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards. For those who've been asking where he is, perhaps you've not been watching the movies he has featured in because he's still very active in the Nollywood industry. Although, in January 2020, the actor took to his Instagram to share a picture of his eyes sealed with plaster and cotton wool. He stated that he had to undergo surgery to remove a growth that had developed in his eyes due to overexposure of harsh production lights. Will this surgery stop the actor from bringing in more movies? I doubt it. The actor stated that once he's fully healed, he'll be back to his work and passion, acting. Now you know where they are now.
Mike Ezuroye.
You like the
it's not Mike Ezuroye.
Oh, gosh.
I hope nobody will just come out from somewhere and say that. Or say, you didn't even pronounce it.
I did not. Sorry. It's not my language. Sorry.
But you're trying.
I honestly, I tried. Not saying
waiting
in case she or Mike Ezuroye.
Mike Ezuroye.
You see your rap.
That's what I've always called the Mike Ezuroye. Mike, him and no so
like Adeoye.
Anyway, shout outs to him, by the way. Yeah, shout outs to him. He's still doing really cool things in the industry.
Right.
He's in I think he was on set recently with our top man.
Yes. At Enugu.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All right. Welcome back to the show, guys. It is now time for Tweetville. Ladies, are you ready?
I'm
seeing your weight loss.
Let's go.
I'm seeing your weight loss. It's working.
Are you serious?
I am. Do you feel good about the compliment?
Thank you so much for Ladili, but I thought that I've started flouting rules.
No, it's still showing.
Okay.
Or maybe it's the cloth too.
No, I don't think so, because even my tailor talked about it and said, when I thought that I had gone, they said, Echi.
You see? So there you go. You're still in town. All right, so Chibi put this up, and it's a picture of his laptop.
Phone case.
Yeah, phone case, gaming pad, and...
The game as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all
like
wooden.
rustic vibe.
I love it.
Like rustic vibe.
Exactly.
I love it.
Love it. And so he said, I did this with like crying face because he's so proud of himself, and peace sign. So photographer replied, until your mother-in-law take your lapis slice ugu.
Hey.
Looks like what they can use to slice ugu, actually. And then you come back home and you see the knife sign on it, and it's already damaged in a way. And because it's your mother-in-law, you're like...
I like that person did not say your mother, exactly, because they know with your mother-in-law...
No, with your mother you can... with your mother you can say, I'm mommy, but with your mother-in-law, so that they will not...
I will send my daughter... I will send your child to you.
I'm assuming his name is Chibi, so it's Chibuke. Chibuke, you can't put your laptop... no, sorry, your chopping board for table for parlor.
Guess what? And maybe you were just beside Kiri, and then... no, maybe she was talking to your husband, and then you were there. And then in your mind, you were just praying that, I hope it is not what I'm thinking. And then you get to the kitchen, and you know how you're angry. Like when I see comments that make me angry on Instagram on my post, and I'm like, everybody can be mad though. I just want to be like...
No, I'll just send your child to you. It's not hard. Tell mommy that we don't do this. And then you replace it. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I know some kitchens, they have rules. So once you enter their house, you're seeing the rules. Like, and so when you flout it, they say, did you see that?
Yeah, like don't enter my kitchen. I don't like I tell you, if you come to my house, just day, I'll help you get up. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like leave your house, because I don't even like kitchen like that. You know, that's a runner.
My cousin is always enjoying when she comes.
That's a runner.
She'll be like it, so. I'll be like,
you don't come.
Yeah, she'll be like,
I will even stretch my legs. I'm saying, every minute, I'm saying,
in my house,
I want
in my house,
shame.
Rice and stew with one plate.
But they don't even invite me. But
your house.
Don't worry, my auntie vibes.
The both of you
will see yourself.
The two brothers are not coming to my house.
When I eat rice and stew, rice in one plate, stew in another one.
In which house? Please, moving on. Go get us. You're not coming. You're not invited. Thanks.
Wow.
So someone put this up, and it is my lifelong dream. I just want a job Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7:05 a.m. $2,500 a minute. Nothing too crazy.
Honestly.
Not bad. I'm not asking $2.5 an hour. Just a minute.
A minute.
Please. I'm not saying I'm not saying $2.5 for every kidney. Just
and there are people who
actually
earn like this. They might not be like so many like that, but there are people like this. Please, I want this kind of life.
I really do.
So 2.5, that is $5,000. That is 2 minutes
just
already.
Ask me 2.5 times 5.
That is $12,500 for 5 minutes. For 1 day. 7 a.m. I'm not a morning person.
Are
you getting?
But
will become.
It's my job is 7 a.m. to 7:05. Who am I? I am a morning person. I am a morning person. I'm the creator.
You that they picked up at 6 a.m. and you wanted
please don't do that.
You wanted to hound me.
Because it's not 5 minutes and it's not paying me $500.
So TJ Rich put this up and he says, okay, so there are cycles and then there are cycles.
Wow.
Watch. Chewing medication is sweet, especially Coartem, Lonart, Augmentin, paracetamol, and
Stop. Augmentin is there.
Can we take a minute to take in this cuckoo-ness?
I can't even process it.
See my body.
Your body... Goosies, your body is standing.
The drug I hate the most in my life, in my destiny, is Augmentin. Don't even... No, listen, because of it, I now dislike purple color because it's purple and white pack.
Chewing medication is sweet.
Ew.
Especially Coartem.
The illest thing ever.
Lonart, Augmentin, paracetamol.
Paracetamol I can understand because...
You can understand what?
Because I know people chew it.
Flagyl, paracetamol.
No,
that thing is so nasty. And it is a necessary item in your life.
That Flagyl, don't bother.
Because
Bogman say what?
Toilets. Let's move on.
What? I can't.
Some social put this up. Electricians beginning to wonder the sudden demand for red bulbs. Put your hand on my shoulder. Yeah.
Meanwhile, most of them don't know.
Silhouette.
But Akpan, Mr. Akpan, please, I want to buy red bulb.
No, most electricians is Uzu. Uzuchuku.
Wow. There's nothing like Uzu.
Izu, I don't know, but for some weird reason, the electrician, I've had 3 electricians that worked for me. The first one was Izu, second one was Izu, third one was Izu. I don't know. So
but,
I'm like,
hey, it does not mean that they are all from a certain region.
No, it's not about the region. I'm saying the name. The same way most, AC.
Hey, we're done.
They are what, Jerry?
No, honey. See, sorry.
There's a particular name.
Hey, thank you. Because you see people, oh my gosh. Moving on. Yeah, someone put this up. You can't say you're broke and be this fresh. Like, people be like, you can't say you're broke and be this fresh. Alakoba. Because I'm broke, I shouldn't bath.
I die
because
I don't on my head.
And some people don't even know that there are some things that God has just given you from heaven. It is not because, you can have fine skin.
When men are saying there's a casting down.
There is a lifting up for us. Master Jesus, my Jesus is bigger than you.
Wow. Arike yesterday, Onipot today. Who's going to the mosque tomorrow? I can't cope. Moving on. No, don't react. Many times they've been looking inviting, shall we say? Yes. She's calling you with her eyes.
Nollywood seduction.
Exactly, Nollywood seduction, yes. Nollywood edition of seduction.
If they've not brought out their tongue, they are not seducing.
And their finger. Oh, behave.
Don't do that thing.
So the caption is, packs lunch for work. This is my life. My stomach at 9:45 a.m.
Are you really sure you want to wait till afternoon?
Come on, it's me.
I'm right here. They'll not be whispering, Mole Baje.
You know that I'm beans. You know, right? You know I'm fried rice. You know,
it's far. Where you are going to actually microwave the food is far.
Wow.
Are you really sure?
It's me now.
My guy, I raising your matter for you.
Wow.
It's because I care.
Guys, that is all we can take for Tweetville for today. I know, I wish there was time for more, but there isn't. All right, guys, this is also what we can take on the first half of the show. We'll be back for the second half in a bit. Stay tuned. See you at 1.
Don't eat that food.
Don't eat it. Wait till lunchtime.
And welcome back to the second half of the show. Now it's time to rant. You know what time it is. And guess what? It falls on my table today.
It does.
Hallelujah.
What's your latest problem?
Okay, so I don't know whether this is a rant or... Okay. I don't know whether this is a rant or we're just going to be rubbing minds together and know the right things to do. So I'd been thinking about this and then I saw this post and I'm like, oh, this person actually read my mind. So that person said that when people lose people, their loved ones or lose people, that, people should stop that thing they say, welcome to the club. Like maybe your father has died and then you're saying that welcome to the club because somebody just lost the father and all that, that it's quite insensitive. Now, I wanted to see what people would say under that post and, a lot of people said that, no, I don't think they mean it that way. They're just trying to say that they've been there and that, you have other people and that you'll be fine and all that. Now, I thought about it again and I said that. You see, I think that death is personal in the sense that, how I was working at a place at a certain time and so somebody was going to write a script and I was going to voice that script and that person, somebody's mother died, a governor's mother died at that time and she was around 80-something and so that person says that we're going to be felicitating. So my boss said, how do you do that? You write commiserate, like... Even if the mother was 100, he was just trying to say that. You don't even know what they share. Like, even if you think, oh, she's old and we're going to go to that party and eat that, I saw a lot of sense there. You don't know what that mother actually meant to that person or means to that person. So you don't say that. You are just saying because you don't feel what that person feels at that time. So I'm like, okay, considering what people were saying that, they're just trying to tell you that, they've been there and all that. So I'm like, where do you even, because I think some people will not even take it, especially when it has just happened and you're trying to because you might have healed or you're still healing or you're not exactly where they are at that point. So I'm like, is it even right to say these things at all?
No, you're a fraud on pot. So you broke your rant as as
as
question.
So I'm saying that rants. Because I see that people have different sides to it.
Then Wayne, what's your rant about it? Do you like it or you think they should not do it?
I'd said it before I saw that post, that I wouldn't say that. Because I just discussed this with my neighbor before seeing this, and I said, oh, no, I won't say this to people, even if I'd lost, it will be 20 years this year that I lost my father, but I think it would be quite insensitive for somebody who just lost their father today to say, oh, welcome to, even if you're going to say, I don't think it's
that time.
I'm sorry.
Give it time,
so I said it, but, when people now said, no, I think that somebody said it to me and, I felt they were just trying to that, life is not that hard now, take it easy, it's just a dark joke or
the answer is simple. You know how there's some people you say, you are fathered, you are adding weight, you are gaining weight, they won't mind. Whereas you say it to some other people and they take offense. So I think this is one of those things. However, because it's something as sensitive as death, I think it skews more towards the side of I'd rather not say it.
Yeah.
Some people joke with their friends like that, where it's like, hey, welcome to the club, that kind of thing, right? But maybe that's how they joke, and maybe that person would get it. But for some people, it's too sensitive, it's early. So I would say, wait a while. If you must say something that is weird like that, when it begins to be something where you're like, should I say this thing? How would they take it? Maybe don't say it. Maybe don't say it. That's my thing. I would never say that because I'm very careful about what to say when people pass. So
yeah, I never even know what to say when people pass. It's always awkward. My mom would be like, "Shotik, have you?" I honestly don't always know. All I just want to do is, as much as I don't like hugs and everything, it's that moment I just feel like I don't have anything to say, but can I hug you? So when I can't do that, it's like
especially when you're not in people's shoes.
I'm like, I don't know what to say. I can't definitely understand how you feel because I don't even have the kind of relationship that you must have had with whoever it is. So it's never really a situation, and I think it's very insensitive, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, which of your favorite lunch hour programs will give you plenty of entertainment with a touch of real-life issues?
Do you understand? I don't know.
All right, moving on. It's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news. We told you DJ Copy to sue Davido's age, Israel, DMW for defamation.
And decided to tule it in the comment section. All right, and in the foreign scene, we told you Silent Hill charged with murder of his cousin.
Yikes. Alrighty, Daily Top 5 is up next. I'm looking forward to this one. See you soon, guys. Stay tuned.
We just took you to Kenya, Nandi featuring Sauti Soul. And you know how I say that Tuesdays are just like altar or wealth music, if you want to call it that. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for staying here with us. Nigerian weddings are typically a big affair, you'd agree, with a lot of family members, friends, and even uninvited guests in attendance. In more recent years, though, the culture of getting married away from the public eye is becoming a growing trend, and our celebrities are no strangers to this. So let's talk about some of the Nigerian celebrities who have taken this route in the past. This is Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
Okay, so we start with Uche Jumbo. The Nigerian actress and movie producer married a Latino boo, Kenny Rodriguez, back in 2012 in a low-key wedding ceremony that was actually held in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember the time. I think I think she was pregnant, or maybe had just had the baby around then, or something like that. And it came out, we're like, you did not see.
I just knew that she was married. I did not even know this.
And we're like, you did not see any of our own. You went abroad, man, and you found a boo. This is very interesting.
I didn't even know, because I remember that I was watching the end credits of the movie, and also Uche Jumbo. I said, wait till this. That was my reaction. So I'm like, wait, Roddy.
And back in 2012, you were double Raz
or something.
And you were triple Raz in 2012.
So then I said I should Google it. And I was like, I'm married. I felt betrayed.
Yeah. Like, I should have known. You should have invited me.
Uche Jumbo. Way done.
No, because
I didn't know that you were related.
I'm a huge fan of Uche Jumbo. So I just felt like, I think it's like the major issue we had in our relationship. Because I'm just like, how do you go and do that without at least informing your client?
Okay, I'm sorry on her behalf.
So, but I've moved on. I moved past
you have?
it.
Yeah,
I've forgiven her,
Okay, because it's been more than 8 years.
How sweet.
But it shocked me.
And even their marriage, they seem to have kept it quite...
very good.
At some point, people were like, are they still together? Did he cheat or something funny like that? So they've just kept it. That their gang of Chioma Chukwuka, all of them. It's only, I think, Omoni Oboli who posts
even at some point, I was thinking Ufoma because I was just seeing the children. I think I told you this, and I'm like, no, I know that she's married, but I was not seeing the husband's pictures. I was just seeing the children, and I'm like, I don't want to hear story. You better keep it.
And if you hear story, what will you do?
I don't want to hear. I don't like divorce for anything.
Yeah. So, all right. Number 2 on the list is D'banj, Nigerian entertainer D'banj, had always been quite private about his relationships. The only time we ever came close, very close to hearing anything, was when he was rumored to be dating actress Genevieve Naji. Now the rumors mill spun for a while until he married his boo, Leniel Didi Kilgore, in a quiet ceremony here in Nigeria. I know the thing that paid me about this D'banj.
There's more. Everything.
I remember that there was a picture under one, I think it was a tent or a canopy or something, and his father was there, and one other person, they were like, oh, D'banj just got married, and he didn't really see anything, I remember that someone interviewed him at the time, and he said, oh no, like, it could just have been anything, like, oh, they went to visit someone. He just made it seem like it was nothing. So me, I was like, Coco Master is still there for us. Coco Master there for
marrying all of us.
Only for me to just hear, D'banj just welcome baby. With who? He's married. Where? From where to where? To who? To what? How?
It's enough for us. So interesting. Again, this is an example of someone that I think went outside because I think she's mixed. She's American and South African or something like that. So it's quite interesting. And again, D'banj was always, as you said, for us, for our D'banj, Coco Master.
And you know that D'banj is so loud like that when he wants to really be in your face, it's like he's always like, girl.
Yes.
So we expected
this one. Anyway, guys, we'll go on this commercial break and we'll be back with more Daily Top 5.
Am I the next one? Did I get married and nobody knew about it?
The only person.
If
all of you people writing, go and get married and see. I tell you what, you don't even know Jack. Do you know?
Maybe you're even number 5 on this list.
Sule, man. All right, let's talk about Zainab Balogun, the actress, TV host, and model, married a millionaire and aviation guru, Diko Nwachukwu, in a secret 2018 wedding that had some of her closest friends in the industry in attendance.
Oh boy,
Okay,
this
so
one shocked us.
No, Faladele.
Are you angry about this one too?
Not angry, but betrayed.
Are you getting Nwachukwu?
This one, let me not lie. Come on, Charlie. During that period, I low-key muted her for a bit because it pained me. Yes, I'm not lying. It pained me.
So
but
you
after
want
like
to be...
6 months, I come out and mute her because I really love Zainab. I really love Zainab.
Have you met her in person?
Yeah, like 2 times I've interviewed her. Yeah, she was sweet. Actually, she was really nice. So Zainab had spoken about single and something like 3 months before. So me, I'm thinking, now wow, all of us will just be fine, we'll be single. Waiting they occur, God. So I was doing collective prayer. I said, my prayer have answered. Maybe you alert me to know that, there is boo, a boo bay is coming. Sorry, a boo has come. Sorry, a boo bay. As in a boo and a bay.
So this is like Linda Ikeji when they were thinking they were all celebrating together. But she had a child, she fell pregnant, and people were sad.
Zainab was shocked.
Is it possible that Zainab dated and courted that person in 3 months?
It's not possible. I know that God is a miraculous God, but it's not possible. That's why it paid me that there is no way. When did they toast you? When do you do talking stage? When do you do dating stage? When do you now talk about exclusivity and definition of dating?
They said anything you bring to the public, you are giving them ammunition to attack you. Please keep your stuff to yourself.
Because even without bringing it to the public, even without bringing it to the public, people had already dug up info about her husband.
Nosy bunch.
Enjoy your life, my sister.
But it's just still paying me.
Sorry, okay.
Moving on. Funke Akindele, now the actress and filmmaker that I love so very much.
Yeah.
Her first marriage was a public affair, so it was not a surprise that she chose to keep her second marriage quiet. In 2016, she married Nigerian rapper and director JJC Skills at a secret wedding in London, UK.
And became Funke Akindele Bello.
Bello, I love it. This one I'm excited about, you know.
So this one you were not angry.
I was angry. I was actually very, very, very happy. You would have thought I was the one getting married, so because you know how I love her. Like, so I was like, oh, thank God. Because when the first one failed, I started to feel like I'm one of those people that were doing the whole my role model. So when I heard that the first one failed, I was like, hey, God.
Was as if it was you?
Yeah,
like,
I felt the need to actually send her. I think I even sent her a message way back then saying, oh, I'm here if you need to talk. I felt like I was not important.
Agony hands, Agony hands. I didn't know.
And when I found
relationship journal.
I did not know.
The relationship journal.
When I found out that she got married, I also sent her a message saying congratulations. When she gave birth, I sent her a message to say congratulations. I honestly love this woman so much. Like, you have no idea.
You sent her a message to say if you need to talk. So in
this
whole world where she has friends, you thought that, oh, if you need to talk, I should just type me at Arike Dimple.
At that time in my life.
She should not DM you. Arike, I need to talk. The time has come for me to...
You know the funny thing?
Who be this?
Foladele. There's a person.
Are you there? You're not there. Because you are not there today. I refuse. You are not there.
Please, let's move on. I can't. I'm stressed.
This one, no stress.
At that time, now, I thought that she would look me.
Moving on, please, let's explain your nonsense.
Please. Let's talk about Simi and Adekunle Gold. AG Baby.
It's our baby.
Nigerian singers Simi and AG Baby are no strangers to being quoted about their lives. It was not news that their relationship was going strong, but the news of their wedding shocked us because their friends did such a good job of staying tight-lipped about it. They tied the knot in January 2019 in the presence of a few friends and family members.
See, today I still drag Kiki.
You know, it's so funny.
Because of this thing, I drag her.
I got dragged as well. I got dragged
because they did not lick it.
Kiki and Simi, they are like this. And I'm like, do you not think I'm going to castigate it? I know that I'm broadcasting.
So now if she told you, won't you be worried that when you tell her not to tell someone something, that you would tell someone?
That's why I now calm down. That's why I now calm down. But it still made me feel like...
Don't touch me. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It still made me feel like, Kiki, but we share everything,
this is
right?
Interesting because I got dragged a bit as well by OJ.
Yes, I dragged you.
Really? And Arike, yes, and
I dragged
people on our team.
So you left Kiki, you went to Foladele.
Yes, and they were like, Mark, don't lie. You knew that they were getting married today.
I dragged Mologo.
And I said, I tell you what, I actually didn't know the date. I had seen Adekunle Gold maybe a few weeks or months before. I had seen Simi as well. So, and they had said it was happening. But I didn't ask for further details. We didn't talk about, oh, come to the wedding. None of those things. It was just, oh, it's happening. And that was it. So I'm like, I did not, but they didn't believe me. Guys, I did not know.
I dragged Mologo, and I told Mologo that that's why the tailor messed him up, because his picture trended that morning.
Yes.
I said, I'm your plug in Lagos. But because he wanted to slime me, you see, he went to go and give tailor.
I actually like that because, you know, if he had called you, you would have been like, where are you? And he did not want that. So he went gingerly to go and look for.
I like what you just said. I actually really like it. Really? I like what you said to Arike earlier, that if they had told you don't say anything, you told another friend. Yes. So if you now told her don't, and she told the Siminko, thank you. On that note, it's a wrap.
So that's why I calmed down small.
Okay, guys. That's it on Daily Top 5. We'll tell you all about the movies and shows we recently watched or are currently watching after this break. Don't even touch that.
Don't touch it.
Don't betray your friends.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to lay on that one. He calls it damn. Arike, okay, thanks. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. What Are You Watching is back again. And this is where we will tell you all about some of the movies and shows we recently watched. We would also love to hear about yours later on. So tweet at us at TVC Connect with the hashtag
/TVC.
I love it. Honeypot, we'll start with you because Arike and I recommended the show. And I heard you've been watching it, and I heard you've been loving it, because I know what you love. So
thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
You have the floor, man.
Yes.
Off your mic, off your mic.
Okay.
So I've been watching You. That's a thriller, original Netflix movie.
Series.
Series.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Off your mic.
Off your mic.
Okay. Wow. You are stressing me.
Oh, yeah, sorry now.
So Actors in the film, Penn Badgley, we have Elizabeth Lell, you have something Michelle. I'm sorry, like the names I can't actually put them.
Okay.
But they're just fantastic actors right there. So let's talk about the plot of the movie. I mean, what would you do for love? This is a story about a bookstore manager who is so obsessed with an aspiring writer, and well, it became very awkward, you know, when you're so obsessed. Obsession is even a bad thing on its own because it's different from love. It's like, you know, to another level entirely. And it's so awkward that it even becomes more sinister in the sense that it would even take away any obstacle, including human beings. Who
that's a good way to put it.
Yes, who comes in his way, you know, and all that. And what again, you know, I just like the fact that the way it unfolds, like somebody's telling the story, and, you know, he himself, he's not talking, but, you know, like what's on his mind and what he's doing. And then he used everything, social media, everything he could use to actually, maybe he was trying to protect
social media fire gun,
you know, trying to protect this, you know, aspiring writer. But I don't know what to call that, whether it is real protection or it is not protection at all. But I won't even spoil it for you because you might even want to actually watch this.
So what made it interesting?
Okay, what made it interesting to me? The fact that, number one, I love books, and I love the way he actually started out. I love the fact that, you know, already, like, they started talking and they had, like, inside jokes already. Like, another person was there and he had whispered to her that, you know, this person will come back to say this, and that person actually said it. And he went blackety blank, something I can't say, like, you know. And what scene?
Have you seen both seasons?
So, no, I am still on it. But let me tell you one scene I love so much. So I loved when that kid who was always, you know, getting books from the manager of the bookstore came back one day and told the bookstore manager that was crying. I was like, oh, my mother's boyfriend just treated me this way, and he did this to the book, the precious book that you have given me, and you have told me that, you know, the way they keep books. In fact, I've even learned how to, like, keep books and, you know, store books, and books do not get spoiled. I didn't even know all this, and I mean, it comes in handy. And then this, you know, this child was crying, and this person says, oh, you know what, it doesn't even matter. And then took him somewhere, and they tried to repair it and taught him how to, like, do this when something happens to your book in the long run or later or, you know, at any time. So that scene stuck out for me. I love that. That child loves book and he knew the value of what he had. And then it felt so bad that somebody who said that I should keep this thing very well, and another person had done this to this book. I mean, can you still trust me, you know, and all that.
What would you rate it?
What would I rate this? I'm not finished, but how would I rate it? I think it's I think it's such an interesting watch. Maybe I'll come back to rate it again after like, but I would rate it 8.5 over 10. I mean, I think it's not bad at all. All right, guys.
Nice. One of the things I like that you touched on, the narrator thing, the way that he narrates the story makes you almost pity him.
Yes.
And you don't see him as a bad person.
He's actually I
saw the first bad thing. Until I saw the first bad thing, and I'm like,
are you?
Why would you do that? Yeah.
Nice one. Erika, how about you?
I talked about it. I touched on it yesterday. I recently watched the movie, and the movie title was
Allah.
Why are you laughing?
I remember you said Allah.
She sent it to me. She said, this is what I'm watching. I was like...
Oh, like maybe you would have another thought, like, do you want... Because people were already making jest of her yesterday. Like,
and I don't understand why. As much as I watch Yoruba films, I don't think I've ever come and been like,
there is nothing wrong in watching Yoruba films, which what's it called? Shouldn't go. We have identity, and we have a culture and everything. Not even go into extinction, so it is good.
Because I watch it for myself, like fun and everything. And most of the time, when I want to talk about what I'm watching, it's probably a series or something I'm really, really invested in. For me, when I watch Yoruba movie, trust me, I mean, it's like mood. You know the way people gonna turn up. It's not come and be talking about your turn up. That's how it is for me. So for me, the movie is titled Allah, meaning white, like show Allah. So white clothes, Allah. And the actors in the film include Biola Adebayo, which I love very much, Folorunsho Adeola, there was Bo Tonimade, there was Tolu Lokwe, Elijah. But then we'll go on this commercial break, and when I come back, I'll be telling you what the movie is about, okay?
Yes.
Stay here with us. Guys, welcome back. It is still time for what are you watching and what are we watching. So we're presently telling you what we've recently watched or currently watching. And I mentioned that I recently watched a Yoruba movie titled Allah. And actors in the movie include Biola Adebayo, Folorunsho Adeola, Bo Tonimade, and Tolu Lokwe Elijah. Now this the movie plot centers around a very steadfast and a steadfast man of God who lives in bondage and poverty, like proper poverty. And he's able to see visions and, pray for other people and, avert evil and, do all sort of miracles. But then when it comes to him, things just happen. There was a time when he prayed for someone and the person got a 10 million naira contract and he wanted some money. So his daughter went to the woman and the woman was like, oh, I just gave my last 200K to somebody. No. Like every time they're almost there, something happens. They always just they hit that roadblock. And what made it, that's what I can say about the movie because I don't want to ruin it for you. What made the movie interesting for me personally, it's a personal thing for me because I always whine and talk about how, Lord, I've been hustling, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. And I always tell people this, people that are really close to me, I'm like, my father, I don't know who prays in this life more than my father. And, some things will happen and I'm just wondering, is there still God? It was one of the reasons I got upset at some point and I didn't go to church for like 3-4 years because I just felt like I was angry with God. Like, this Baba, they pray. Me, self, they pray. Nothing they really happened. So until I got to a point where I felt like, I think I need to do something. I'm definitely not getting something right because I see other people around me that love God and God comes through for them. So I'm like, maybe I'm not just getting something right. And I was able to figure out what exactly it was. So for me, watching that movie, it was like telling my story to me because I did not even know what I was doing wrong at the time. I just felt like God wasn't listening. And I felt like I was very steadfast and whatnot. So for me, it was just a very personal thing. And I feel like everyone who wants to understand their path and, understand the ways of God should try to do it because I don't think God is, I can boldly tell you that God is not a wicked God. He hears you, but then you just have to do something. Sometimes you pray and as you finish praying, you're now saying, God, I need a miracle. I want somebody to give me money. Then you now go and be following for Ladele that God has said you should not go and meet. You now say it's not answering. You can't be self-sufficient and still want God to come through. So things like that. So that was what made the movie very interesting for me. The scene that stuck out for me was the scene where the revelation. I mean, because I kept wondering, like, okay, this man is doing everything right. He keeps fasting. He has ulcer. He's this. What is going on? And, God spoke to his daughter and also himself at the same time. And for me, there was just that. Immediately, I went, spiritual, like, oh, God, thank you. God, you are this. So that scene really stuck out for me. And I would rate this movie for the very first time, 10 over 10. Absolutely. It's a must-watch. I think I've never even actually posted a movie saying it is a must-watch. I'll probably post the comedy part of the movie, but I actually posted it on my Instagram and I said, this movie is a must-watch. I sent a message to my mom saying, Mommy, you and Daddy need to watch this film.
How old is the film?
It's very recent. It recently dropped on a YouTube channel, one of this Yoruba channels.
What's his
This man is, I don't know, every time I see him in a movie, I don't know, but this movie has actually made me really, yes, it's a follow-on. Yeah. So he killed that character, from the ulcer pain to.
Oh, he's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He's the one.
Oh, this is like a very kidney role.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From the ulcer pain to the everything, he killed it.
Oh.
This child talking to him rudely and all that. I cried. I was in the movie. No, I don't cry for Yoruba movies, no matter how emotional. Or even, let me say, most movies I don't really cry. The only one I cried for recently is Greenleaf, when the Baba died. That's it.
Wow,
but
she ruined it again.
Yeah,
when the Baba died.
When Bishop died.
That actor that does like funny stuff, no?
It's not the one.
No, but he's actually popular.
No, he's actually
maybe
popular
he looks like
as well.
another
But this
person.
movie is a must-watch.
And the number of popular faces in that one as well.
Yes.
I'm thinking if I should check it out, it might be too emotional or like too serious for
maybe
me.
because of where I am.
Yeah,
for me, it was very
got
like
you.
I cried through it and I prayed through it too. Yeah.
Great
Hey, this new Arike.
What now? There's no new Arike.
okay.
This is Arike. It's just coming out
No,
now.
they're refined because all things have passed away.
I don't understand.
This is the refined Arike. We like it. Get out.
I'm just more vocal about it now because I'm always conscious about not making the show a religious or a spiritual thing. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the show that I recently watched is called Selling Sunset, and yeah, it's a series, and it's about real estate. So I think
I love it already.
Yeah, but there's a lot of drama, and then it's Oyinbo drama, so I don't think you can cope. It's not your P.
It's not my type of drama.
But
I'll check it out.
But I like it because I like I enjoy taking in real estate. I enjoy taking in big houses, beautifully decorated houses that I can't have yet. So it's just nice to dream and see them.
That you would have one day. Don't say that you can't have yet.
I said yes.
No. You can have it. Anything can happen today.
Oh, Lord. Okay, yes. Yes, that I will have soon.
Yeah.
That I have already. All right. So actors not actors really, because it's a reality show. But Jason Oppenheim is the eyes when they're doing their drama. So very, very interesting. What made it interesting for me? I just like the combination of drama and real estate. There was another show that I saw that tried to do this, but
they didn't kill it.
It was dead. No, they didn't. Nah, it was dead. So, and the houses are so big, so expensive. You'll be hearing millions of dollars. You're just like, oh, it's not done.
When it's done, please alert me, all right? All right, that's all that we recently are currently watching. So we would like to hear from you when we come back after this break. I cannot say I like bad boys. They will not be breaking somebody out. So I like good boys. Please leave me.
So why is it that good girls actually like bad boys?
Me, I'm a good girl and I don't like bad boys.
Exactly.
Thanks so much.
Too.
I don't like heartbreak. I don't like what I don't like. Welcome back, please. So before we went on that break, we were telling you guys about the movies and the shows we recently watched, and now it's time to hear from you. So I'll kick us off with Facebook. So Oladayo Olaya says, I'm watching Imposters, a film about people who have to live a lifestyle different from their true personality for a reason or another. Mind-blowing movie. By the way, shout outs to Oladayo Olaya. I like the very shocking, very straight to the point explanation of your film. Very nice. 6.5 on a scale of 10. All right.
Okay, we've got Debbie Josh here who says, Happy Tuesday, guys. I'm currently watching Tinsel, an Arjun drama series. It's very cool, intriguing, and suspenseful. It tells the story of two production companies, rivals, family, love. I'm in season 11 and we'll rate it 9 over 10. Thanks. You guys keep me captivated.
Shout out to you, Debbie.
Thank you.
All right, Erika, what you got?
Tap Shack Patrick Amos says, Outside the Wire, it's a 2021 American science fiction film. Disobeying an order, drone pilot, first LT, I don't know. Hap deploys a Hellfire missile in the drone strike against a suspected enemy launcher, killing 2 Marines but saving 38. As punishment, Hap is sent to Camp Nathaniel, and I'll rate it 9.
Full story. But I know that I saw it on...
okay, have you seen it?
No, I haven't watched it, but I saw the
trailer.
movie. Yes.
Ew.
All right, Irimide Oyetade says, Suspicious Partner, a Korean movie. Man, that movie is interesting.
Korean people.
She said, man. People that like Korean series and movies.
I don't know.
Swear by the sweetness. I feel like I'm going to just watch one, maybe this weekend for the sake of, because I feel like they have so many good stories. The way people like them. K-drama. This.
I know, right? Okay, so Sammy is here, and Sammy says, I recently watched Doorman. The story centers on a lady who joins the military after her boyfriend left her for her sister. And as fate would have it, her sister died and she crossed paths with the man and his kids later on. It's a nice movie. I rate it 8 over 10.
All right.
Ew, nice, Sammy. Kehinde Olaleko on Twitter says, sure, I can. I'm watching this Korean movie, Knockout. Korean people, oh God. Are you sure that you don't pack your load there? It's all about pushing beyond your limits for the people you love and laying down good example for them to follow. It will be rated 9 over 10. It's so touching.
Okay.
Check it out.
Flawless Blaze says, I recently watched Overboard. It's a comedy about the son of the third wealthiest man who was thrown overboard his yacht, after which he had amnesia. An employee who he mistreated and fired took advantage of the situation and told him they were married. She made him do household chores as payback. He later had to choose between her and his father's wealth. I'll rate it 8 over 10. Actors include Eugenio Derbez, Anna Faris, Eva Longoria.
Did you see somebody threw somebody out of the yacht?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Quite interesting.
Wow. Like to watch that
storyline.
Wow. All right, so we've got Sife Oluwa who says, I called it that because the person said Si, then I think Fe.
Yeah.
Sife Oluwa here says, Charlie. I'll give it 8. Very scary and intriguing. All right.
Wow, is it a horror movie?
Wow.
Sounding like that. Sounding like that.
I think that's what we have
Yes,
so far. I know someone tweeted something about.
I know, I think
official Hey Anyton says, "Good afternoon, beautiful ladies. I'm watching Samuel Alajo comedy series.
Yeah,
I love
know,
it, and I will rate it 8/10."
Samuel Alajo is such an interesting one. Very.
He's a case. I watched some episodes and I was just like, nah, you know what? I give up. I give it to this guy. He has the pollen. I love it.
All right, on Facebook, we have more reactions on Facebook. Queen Victoria says, I'm currently watching Why Women Kill. It's a series that focuses on marriage and cheating, featuring Beth Ann, Lucy Liu, etc. You've got to watch it to find out what the wives did to their cheating husbands. I'll rate it 10/10. Everything was perfect. Please tell Mandy to watch it. Okay.
That's right.
Type of show.
Because I know that, yes.
That's
she likes to watch movies.
Winifred Ifoma Okezue says, I recently watched Finding Ohana. I'll rate it 7/10. I'm not impressed with that 7 though, because I've been seeing it. I'm like, should I check it out? But this 7 is a bit low.
Well, it depends though. Different strokes for different folks. So you might find something totally interesting and another person says, what's this nonsense?
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay, you guys win. Okay, I'll take one more before we wrap this up. Altitude says, I recently just watched an Amazon series, The Boys. It's a series that is surrounded around an organization, VOT, and the 7 who happens to be superheroes but do shady things behind the scenes of people. It's an amazing series overall. I'll rate it 8/10. Thank you guys for sticking to the thing and doing your ratings as well.
Wow, I love it. All right, people have actually grown on this one.
Yes, oh my gosh, yes.
I remember when we started.
Yes!
It's so good. All right, so we'll be back to tell you about the movies of the movies this week. I can't keep myself.
Yes, and Timaya clearly doesn't want any stress in his life. So online, someone suggested that they wanted a Timaya versus Duncan Mighty. They wanted a Timaya and Duncan Mighty versus, and that's where artists you bring your own list of songs, bring my own list of songs that we've had in our career, and we go against one another. Not in a bad way, like
We've seen it happen with
and then he now said that you people don't see me less.
When I don't see me less, no, they put me with anybody.
I do not like that statement. So why don't I like that statement? That's Duncan Mighty, not even somebody less.
It was Timaya who said this, by the way. It was
Timaya who said it. So I'm trying to say, if Duncan Mighty had said that, perhaps I would have okay, maybe he's saying Timaya as a small boy or something. But this is Duncan Mighty. Duncan Mighty started this gig a long time ago, and then he's good, he sings well, and then you're saying you people don't see me less. What is that even supposed to mean? Yeah. I'm wondering, what's that supposed to mean? And Timaya, we say it all the time that whenever he brings out a song, it's a hit and all that. It is the people that are liking it. Don't let them turn their back. I'm just saying, and it's God that is giving you you people don't see me less. What is that even supposed to mean? Is he being proud? Is he being proud?
So, Honeypots, wait. I know that this.
I'm just saying, even Duncan Mighty, if somebody has said Pastor Rankin, you say, my boy, that's you people don't see me. But
I know this thing really got to you because you know when it comes to people you meet in an industry, you like that respect, and I think it's important.
Yeah, as in you people don't. I don't just understand that you people don't see me less. So I'm trying to you people don't see me less.
So while I think that the phrasing was a bit poor because it can be misconstrued as this, where it's like, are you saying that Duncan Mighty to you?
Because it comes across as pride to me.
However, I think maybe this just comes back to what we say about artists not wanting to be put that versus
against each
other. They don't want to be put against one another, and there's just don't compare me. Whereas really versus isn't really about the comparison in that way, but it's I don't want that drama. So maybe he could have just said, don't put me with anyone, maybe just that second part. But then that one, I don't see me less, so just that, I'm kidding your eye.
It's probably taken out of context to mean pride.
Pride.
That's not.
Okay.
That's not about that.
Time to help you make your movie watching decision easier. These are some of the movies in Nigerian cinemas this week. In Nollywood, Sanitation Day. A crime thriller like no other, Sanitation Day tells the story of a compound of face me, I face you tenants who find a dead body on their premises on an environmental sanitation morning. The police arrive till 10 a.m. to solve this case before the scene becomes untenable. This is a race against the clock. Everyone is a suspect and everyone is guilty of something, and it may not be murder. Actors include Belinda Efa, Basam Chukwu Jeku, Elozon Mnam, Ogbola, and Nse Ikwe Etim. All right.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I'm just here on my own. Yeah. Maybe you can ask her. She's the one that's you don't want me. You don't want me. You don't want me.
I think it's quite interesting that Uche Jumbo is in this one.
Yes.
Very, I think she did one, like Bad Babe movie one time, but I can't see her in this set. It's quite interesting. So
I know. I think I know the one you're talking about.
And then there was The Visitor with Blossom, where she was like quite class.
I know that one again. Very class.
Yes.
What?
So I know she's versatile, but it'll just be interesting to see.
But I saw that they were speaking a lot of local languages there, and I'm like, okay, so Arika was of the opinion that because
this Oscar thing of
because of the Oscar thing, after seeing that Lion had had that issue about they did speak a bit of our dialect here, but then it wasn't as much. They said it wasn't like 80% or at least 70% or something like that. So I think a lot of them are now starting to do movies in a way that
I think is
we're actually
citation.
and I like that. I like that because now it is making people go to their roots. What you guys are always running from and always looking for actors that have accent and everything. Now people are looking for, I want an actor that can speak Yoruba and Igbo and everything. So even actors are on the run. Like me, I'm looking for how I'll learn Hausa. Because I feel like it's going to be a plus.
I just like the fact that it is going to help us preserve our
culture. Yeah, that's what I like about it. Absolutely.
Can we squeeze one more film in there? No, I think our time is done. I'm coming.
Oh, wow.
I'm coming over to y'all. It's so interesting that you guys are talking about local languages as well. Because one thing, while I like the storylines of Yoruba movies, one thing I don't like is these days, and we talk a lot about it, they're starting to speak a lot of English in our movies. And so you're subtitling, and you're not even subtitling back to Yoruba. You're keeping it in English.
So I think it's a thing of, if they're not thinking about this is what comes to mind. So I think that they're trying to prove to us
that they understand
very
English.
Strongly that they understand English, but you're acting Yoruba, so you're like, oh, that's a cliche of Yoruba actors, and so you just want to, you are freaking acting Yoruba movies. Speak Yoruba to me.
And that's on period. That's it. All right, guys, we are done for today. Yes, that's all we can take on the show for today. Her name is Arika, hers is Honeypot, and mine is Faladile. Thank you for watching our show this afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, the gang, for the Countdown Wednesday. Have a lovely afternoon, guys. Peace.